We've had quite a few people ask me whether you can make good UV resin jewellery, and the answer to that is absolutely yes, of course you can. And I'm going to show you that today using some open back bezels and some of these smaller little pendant bezels. I'm not going to make these separately. What I'm going to do is insert these into some of the bigger bezels because I think they look cute. So for instance, you could put the bear in the oval. I will list everything that I use in the description below, so don't worry. I'm also going to add some jewels to it as well, but I'm going to show you what happens to jewels when they are put in resin. What we need to do is just tidy up these bears because I don't want these loops to be on the top. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to nip these off with my wire cutters to as close as I can get them because those loops don't need to be there anymore. So there we go, that's got that one. Same for the star. Now, you could sand these if you wanted to, but I'm not going to worry about that. Now, there are different types of bezels. Some of them have the little hoop that is flat, can you see there to it, and others have them where it's not flat, so when you're putting them down they don't sit flat. That's why I like to work on a board like this, because I can then have that little bit there hanging over the edge, and that way it isn't going to affect how the damming happens to stop all the resin leaking out. I'm using a damming tape, it's readily available. The only thing is with damming tape is I wouldn't say it's 100% perfect. It is sticky, but it's never 100% perfect. So what I'm going to do is put that up to there, put my pieces on so that that is overhanging on there, and I've got a couple that are like that, so that should stop any leaks once it's coming out. The other ones you could just put on there anywhere like that, and as long as you push them down then you're not going to have a problem. Now I find that you really do need to push quite firm onto damming tape to ensure that there is as fewer leaks as possible, and I like to go over them either with something that's like this, a paintbrush, roll it over, and then that should give you every chance that you're not going to get a leak, but I still wouldn't like to guarantee it. We've got all those set up now, and what I'm going to do is some I'm going to do clear, some with a little bit of glitter, and some using some UV resin pigments. Now the UV resin I'm using is the one from my kit. It is the J Diction UV resin. I will link it in the description below, and these are the pieces that I will also add in a little while, filling up enough on here so it's got a base. What I'm not doing is filling it right to the top. I think that will look nice clear, and this will look nice, but I'm going to add a few stars in this one, and we can leave them a couple of seconds because that way it will allow the resin to release any bubbles that are in it. And then just before we clear these up, we can pop those bubbles using a lighter, and if there's any that are really stuck, all you have to do is prod those out. Like these two are stuck to that tape, and there's try not to get it on your fingers, this tape, look, because if not you can't get it off again. And that way we can just pop those little bubbles that have come up. There we go. So that's for those. I'm going to put, as I said, a few stars around this one because this one is going to have the shooting star in it. So I want some of these in there going around it. And that should be enough to start with. Now I'm not putting the shooting star in there yet. I'll show you why in a second. The next one I'm going to be doing is going to have a background. All I need to do is put a little bit of resin in there like that in one of these little silicone jugs. And it's going to be the heart. Therefore, I'm going to use a little bit of red glitter. Now, I don't want to put too much in here because I still want it to be able to cure. I'm going to use one of my little tiny coffee stirrers to give that a stir in there. And that is going to be the base for the heart. And again, that one's not filled right up. And I'm going to do the same with some of the other ones, but using different colours glitters. And then this one is going to have a transparent colour in it. I've got some sapphire here. I only will need a teeny little bit in there, not much at all. That should be plenty. These colours last a long time. You need to give it a really good mix in, maybe tiny bit more. Oh yeah, that's much better. That's much nicer colour. And that's going into the oval one because the rocket ship will be going into the oval one, and I want that to look like a night sky. And there's quite a lot of bubbles in that one because I've given it a really good stir, and I want the bubbles to hopefully stay in there, so I'm not going to burn those ones off because I want those bubbles to reflect the light once we start putting things into it. And this one here, I've added some clear UV resin. I'm going to pop in some of these little gems. Now when you've got faceted little gems like this, they're not going to show up as faceted once they're fully cured, because what happens is the resin kind of takes that edge away, but they will show up as colours, and I think they look beautiful when they're cast in resin. Blue and some red in there, those little dots. And the other thing I'm going to do is just sprinkle in a tiny bit of this ultra fine white glitter over the top. Not much, I don't want much, I just want a tiny bit. Then we've got a completely clear one, the rest are done, and the star one there I'm going to use, again, completely clear, because I'm going to do a technique with that once it's finished and cured. There we go. So we can release any of the bubbles that are stuck, burst those with the lighter. Apart from the ones that are in there, I've also added a little bit of white glitter in there. And because I've got no UV light in my room, I've got no windows or anything open or available to bring light in, this isn't going to cure up until I want it to cure. There we go, so we're all done with that. And I'm going to be using the lamp that comes in my kit to cure these up. And it won't take long, just a couple of minutes over it. Well, these should be cured enough now, so I can take that little lamp off. Only took a couple of minutes. And now the first coat's on there, so I'm not too worried about anything else. What I need to do next is to add my little charms to these. And what I'm going to use is a normal UV resin on the back of these, just to sit those in. Just put it a little bit round like that, and then I can pop that in, move it to where I want it, and then I can cure it up. Now, it's not going to cure up from this side, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for that. And the same for the bear. The bear's going in there. The bear in there. The rocket ship's going in there. The leaf's going in the moon. And the shooting star's going in that one. Because we've got the first leg cured, what I've done is just folded down the legs on my UV lamp, turn it on, and then I can lay over here my pieces that I want to cure, and they'll just cure up really quickly like that from underneath. It would be much easier if I hadn't stuck this second one down to the first, but there we go. So all I need to do is lay this on here for a few seconds, and then they will stick on there really well, and they're not going to go anywhere while I do the next stage. Well, now that they're all cured up, we can take these off this tape, and that way we don't have to fight for it anymore, because what we're going to have is a nice cured up piece anyway, and then I don't have to keep fighting with this tape, which is sticking to my gloves and everywhere else. Now, the fortunate thing about this tape is, as you can see, it doesn't leave any residue on the back, but even if it did leave a little bit, we could clean that off with a baby wipe, or what we could do is use a bit of 99% alcohol to clean it off. But it's designed for this job, so as you can see, it's not left any sticky there at all. And now all we need to do is finish these off. Well, the moon one, what I'm going to be doing is adding a little bit of glittery nail varnish in there, and as you know, I'm well into my nail varnishes at the moment with resin. I think it's working lovely, and I'm using a bit of silver, and I'm using this micro brush to put it in there, because that way I have got a lot more control over what I'm doing. There we are. I'll put that one to there, and for this one I'm going to be using a little bit of this yellow nail varnish to fill in those little petals. I know they're petals, but I have got no idea if I've got any green nail varnish, so I've got to use this. I'm leaving the bear like that, but I want to put a red gem in its belly button. I don't know why, I just do. Putting a bit of UV there for it. Pop a bit of a gem in there. Get that nice and central, and then I can cure that up. And for this one, I'm going to fill these shooting star bits with some UV resin and a little bit of gold glitter. And the nail varnishes I've used are just normal nail varnish. They are not UV nail varnishes at all. And I will pop those into my curing machine for 5 minutes to make it dry. If you haven't got a curing machine or something like that, just leave it an hour or so, and then it should be dry enough. Now look how quickly we have been able to do this already. I mean, I've literally, I would think, spent 10-15 minutes on this, and you could have a little bit of a production line going on where you could do this with lots of different things all at once. Have a nice lot to sell, put on wherever you're selling them, on your website or anywhere else that you're selling, or get them ready for a show, because these are going to be different. People aren't doing this sort of stuff, and it's not because they haven't done it, it's just they haven't thought to do it. Everyone seems to do the same sorts of things, and that doesn't sell well. You want to be able to stand out, and also if it's a little bit different and it looks great, you can charge just a little bit more for it. So I'm going to put a little bit of this gold around the outside of this, but you do you do however you want to do yours. I'm just showing you different ways of doing things. Yep, I like that. I'm going to cure those up. And then for the star, I'm going to paint in here using a nail varnish, because I am loving how this comes out. Let's make sure we've got this nail varnish right to all the edges. And I'll move those in a minute to my curing machine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let these all dry, and then I'll show you what my final stages are. And these two, what I'm going to do is add some fake pearls to. And these are just nail art. I'm going to put a little thin layer here of UV resin on both. Then I can add these little pearls, some little nail art, randomly throughout. The ones with the nail varnish on are now lovely and dry. Didn't take long. And what I'm going to do is dome them up using the UV resin again. I've already domed the other ones up and I'll show you what they look like finished. They have come out really pretty. And because UV resin, especially the J Diction one, which is the one that comes in my kit, is a lovely consistency and cures up really nice and hard and not sticky, you will get a great result from these. All you need to do is just squeeze as you go right up to the very edge, like I'm doing here, and then leave it a couple of minutes because you want any bubbles that are there or you may have trapped in there to go. And if you want to, you can dome both sides. Now, I'm probably not going to. I don't think I need to because these have clearly got an identifiable front. If you've got a piece that you have got no determined front to it, then all you have to do is dome up one side, then let that cure or cure that up, and then dome up the other side. Well, look how cute they've all come out. They're all lovely and hard now. They're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to get any fingerprints on them because this is a great resin, and they've domed up beautifully, and they look great from both sides. It shows you just how easy it is to make things using UV resin, and I think these would sell exceptionally well. I like that. I also like it quite a lot from the back. That's the one we filled in completely with the resin. That reminds me of buttons. The rocket one, I popped a little bit of nail varnish at the bottom to look like flames. And the bear has got his beautiful red ruby belly. If you want to know more about using UV resin, then be sure to check out the video that's coming up next. Enjoy your resin. Bye.